Hello, this is Albert Emmanuel Kessler Schenk from live from La Palma. This is going to be a video of our envisioned community projects. Some of them are very futuristic, some of them want to be very grounded. We will do videos now to each one of these concepts. And you will find them in the playlist of Dom Alela, the art of being in community. Yeah, so today I'll do it in English again. We started off in English like 3 years ago in Damanhur when I was doing my first practice in living in community. This is where this channel started, and where also the first vision of a community project that would have corresponded and related to the idea of a Damanhurian nucleo was given birth. Now we're more of a traveling community, very small still. There's always just 3 or 4 people around us, constantly changing, but we are interacting here on La Palma. Just getting a little glance. Here we are here in El Jesus, Los Gomeros, with community projects that have started, and some of them have survived. Some of them are right now in the moment of being sold again. And we're trying to get as much input and also knowledge and experience of these pioneers here on the island. Some of them already starting in the late 70s, 60s, 70s. Okay, so this is the introduction to the new, very futuristic community project. Just to give an idea, we are envisioning a federation of several community projects that kind of subscribe to the same wish of spiritual path and values, to a certain form of spiritual values that they all share. One of them being really wanting to know yourself through the communal life. Especially the 3 worlds in us, the high world, the low world, and the middle world. We have made videos on that, what we're kind of connecting to that. And it is, the federations are very much also connected to permaculture, to sustainable living, but also to the idea of fusing company and community. So very unlike to many other community projects where it's all about the circle and just, making decisions in a circle, everybody being equal. We see it is necessary to learn decision making, to learn being part of a system which is also stable. And for that, we do very much also value the idea of the pyramidal structure, very similar as you have it in companies. Which can be a very important pillar in the communal work. We do, of course, also want to incorporate the circle and the necessity of connecting from heart to heart, and the necessity of a more feminine approach, I don't want to say matriarchal, but definitely based on the idea of a big mother taking care of the family, being supported by a strong father. So the clear priority on motherhood and the male energy supporting, however the female energy not blocking the male energy. So when tasks are there that need pyramidal structure, mother will step back and support father. And the communities do communicate with each other via 2 pillars. One is the digital nomadism. Basically, there are nomads that are traveling the world, either in form already of a mobile community, similar to a circus family, healing circus, or a group of people who just like to work and share time with each other in a healthy environment, very nature-based environment, but they are connected to the internet. They are very digital, very, very well equipped, and they do make their money through the internet. They travel there. The federation, they kind of subscribe to the kind of the same values, very similar to the woofing idea, where several permaculture projects will accept workers for a certain amount of time. In this case, they are all in this big academy, this big ashram, which is both digitally and nature-based. And on the site, these digital nomads introduce or support the permaculture project on site, either financially, because they just make enough money that they can rent out rooms and spaces, so they are kind of guests, but they do take part in the spiritual practice, like the yogas, the meditations, and of course the what we call the arenas, where the introspection of who am I in front of the group are taking place. And the other pillar is, of course, the sites, the permaculture projects that have been already founded and have found their way into this federation by subscribing to the idea. Even though I have my space, I need people to help me sustain the space, and I also want to get to know myself through these people. So it's not just me giving orders and letting the people, participate in my dream. I'm part of a bigger thing. I'm part of a spiritual growth thing that will come also through the work on my site. People are coming to me, but I'm also part of this bigger family, and each one of us is trying to create the best version of themselves. Yeah, so this is kind of the introduction, so that you guys already have a little bit of an idea of the federation and how it is envisioned. There will be a time where we will be putting all this in writing. There's just first attempts of creating the books for the method, and the books. There is a book on the social structure and the idea of how to, a guide basically to become a community with the values of the ALELA Bio Yoga. Very quickly, ALELA in its senses is based on my name, Albert Emanuel, but it also has an idea of using all elements of communal work and of ensemble training and anything that works in a group, which I have as person been through many kinds of. So basically, I started off as a performing artist. I know the world of musical theater, which is very structured and very pyramidal, very hierarchical. Many different kinds of art forms. And then I know the world of shamanism and healing in a very, very more grounded version of communal life, in which there's much more flow involved, much more intuitive thinking, less structure. And then I know the different forms of basically company and team building strategy, where a group or an ensemble is created to perform certain forms of tasks. Some of them I have trained, some of them I was part of, connecting to family and what family means, also in turbulent times, where politically we have been divided in many cases, actually throughout the families, has triggered this desire of coming up with a school for functional families, which we see in the association, the non-profit organization, as the base of any kind of community. So the good mother, the good father, the good brother, the good sister, the good family, the family that functions together, and as a family has a purpose. They also see themselves as a creative bunch of people who not are just bound by blood and have to live with each other, but actually have a sense very similar to family companies. Yeah. So this is to an introduction to our community visions, or actually the bigger picture. And with the next videos, we will go into detail of the very specific communal structures and images. Let's say how we see the smaller projects fitting into the big picture. So have fun, and yeah, if you are part of a community academy, if you have a lot of experience of communal work, please leave your comments and your contacts in the comments, because we are all about networking and bringing already working projects into a dialogue where each project actually profits from the experience of the other. All the best, and yeah, if you have a thumbs up, we also appreciate that. All the best.